Howdy y'all. Back today with what? Just a couple of books, a few shout outs, and how I'm feeling after the Central PA Comic-Con disaster, where I'm going with my collecting. I mean, okay, as kind of a bummer the whole Comic-Con was, it was the first con I'd been to in the better part of a quarter of a century. I'm not particularly dismayed or whatever. Well, I mean, I am. But, screw it. I still got eBay, and I know I've probably, like most of us, have kind of bitched about eBay in the past or whatever, but relative to what I went through last Sunday at that supposed Comic-Con, eBay seems like the lesser of two evils. But again, it's like I've been saying for as long as I've had my channel, like Nick has been saying for years also, just train your eye to look at pictures, scans, whatever. Know what you're looking for before you go in beforehand, and educate yourself to fair market values. There you go. Boom. So I'm not going to let that Comic-Con just destroy me this year, because again, this year is going to be what may be my last big final hoorah with collecting, and there's still a lot of great books out there I'm after. I've gathered a lot of the more common stuff that I wanted back in the collection, and but there's still maybe really a dozen really terrific books out there that I'm looking for. One in particular, Silver Surfer #4, that eventually I will find the right copies. Number 2, the Comic Connect fiasco that's 2 weeks old now. I guess like 5 weeks since I actually bought the book. They sent me the wrong book and I sent it back to them. I finally got an acknowledgement that they received the book that I sent back, and they're, still trying to get the book from the consigner. Now, that sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. To me, it sounds like they sent my book to the wrong person, and obviously they sent that person's book to me. Sounds to me like someone's trying to pass the buck because they don't want to own up to their own, packaging and shipping mistake. But, what do I know? It is more than a little mildly irritating that all these weeks later I still don't have my book, that I've already paid for, just several $100s for this damn thing. I mean, so, again, I'm not bashing, I'm not disparaging Comic Connect or Metropolis Comics or whatever, because I've had fine dealings with them in the past. I'm just reporting on the reality of it. two books, very, very simple here. And where did this come from, right? Amazing Spider-Man 365. The hologram cover. It was an impulse buy. It's a newsstand copy, of course. I don't buy anything otherwise. Me buying a 90s book, right? Is there a date on this? Well, the 30th anniversary, so I suppose it would be 92, right? 62 to 92. It's a big fat thing, too. It barely fits in this modern Mylar. But it was just interesting and appealing to me. Lovely near mint. So I bought it, and it was very cheap. The other one, here's a CBCS 7.0 with off-white pages. The Avengers 57. And yes, I will be cracking this sucker out. It just feels wrong in this case. The centering on the thing is just absolutely bullseye. I mean, wow. You know, just beautiful, beautiful centering. Right? Anyway, yeah, I could have bought a higher grade copy, but prices for this book are just getting out of hand. And I thought it was a fair price, so I bought it a couple of weeks ago. Just a classic book. We all know. God, this thing, CBCS's cases compared to CGC, they do feel like you could just take them in your hand and just kind of go crack, you know. But again, I am going to crack this thing out because I didn't buy it as an investment or anything like that. I just wanted it back. God, this bottom edge almost just like cracked off in my hand as I'm holding it. Hey. Again, I'm not trying to disparage CBCS. I'm just saying. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't buy this as an investment or anything. This is going to be part of my permanent collection. Yeah, I've had a couple of copies pass through my hands over the years, but this will be the final copy that I round up. So yeah, glad I got it. Worth every damn penny. Number 3, finally, a few shout outs. And the first one I just discovered this morning, thanks to Patrick Luther Manning. And the channel is Comics with Bueller. I liked his video he posted. It was his pet peeves about comics and comic collecting. It was funny. I like the way that he kind of entered and exited the same way that I do. You just turn the camera on, come in, sit down, do your shit, and then get up and turn the camera off. That was kind of funny. So I just subbed to Comics with Bueller this morning. Metarog. He's been around for, I don't know, a few weeks or a couple of months now. Really enjoy his videos. I may or may not have links to all these below in the description. But Metarog, Metarog, yes. EC Ed, my bud. He's got a handful of videos out now, and as his name would imply, he is an EC man, but there's so much more to his collecting past, and he details these things in his videos, so go check EC Ed out. And he's already, I've obtained a few EC books from Ed already, and hey man, RB3 is doing some fabulous videos, as Patrick mentioned in his video this morning, doing this market research on several of the big Silver Age Marvel keys. Very interesting, very engaging, very informative stuff. If you're in the market for some of those Silver Age Marvel keys, which I am. Let me tell you a little secret. I'm in the market for at least one of those books. Now, it's an investment thing, but I'm in the market anyway. Got my eyes open. So thank you, RB3, for giving me, on a personal level, some very profoundly appreciated research. And another channel, I think all of these channels have less than 100 subscribers. Excuse me. It's my heart. Paco VJ. Paco VJ, very, very, very passionate collector. The passion comes through when he shows his hauls, when he shows his books. Paco, you are a man after my own heart, man. If I'd have been making videos 30 years ago, they would have turned out exactly like yours. I couldn't possibly give a higher recommendation. Paco, P-A-C-O, VJ, Victory Johnson, VJ, right? Got it? Okay, there's my shout outs. All right, y'all, that's it. I'll be back eventually. You know that. I keep coming around like a bad penny, right? As Ellis used to say. Yeah. All right, so I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.